Holistic. This video serves as an introduction to medical marijuana for new California patients. Throughout this video, the words cannabis, the botanical name for marijuana, and marijuana are used interchangeably as they mean the same thing. Cannabis has been used as a medicine since ancient times. In California, the Compassionate Use Act was approved by voters in 1996, and since then, people can obtain a medical marijuana identity card for the following conditions, and they are cancer, glaucoma, HIV or AIDS, chronic pain including migraines, arthritis, and back pain, severe nausea, muscle spasms including multiple sclerosis, seizures and epilepsy, physical wasting including anorexia and cachexia, and other serious medical conditions, which is defined as any other chronic or persistent medical symptom that either substantially limits the ability of the person to conduct one or more major life activities, or, if not alleviated, may cause serious harm to the patient's safety or physical health or mental health. This includes things like insomnia, anxiety, Alzheimer's, post-traumatic stress disorder, and mood disorders. In all states, this is a recommendation and not a prescription. If and how you use medical marijuana is up to you. Like most medicines, marijuana is a drug and may affect your ability to drive or operate machinery. It also carries a risk of dependency, about the same as coffee. So, what's in cannabis? Well, there are about 483 known chemical compounds in the plant, and this includes 84 plus chemical compounds found only in cannabis family plants, and they are called cannabinoids. The human body has receptors that recognize cannabinoids. The receptors are part of a body system called the Endocannabinoid System. Every single person has an endocannabinoid system because our bodies make cannabis naturally. Natural cannabinoids include anandamide, the first human-made cannabinoid identified. It's produced by the body during meditation, during exercise, and it's also found in chocolate. Anandamide activates receptors CB1 and CB2, as do cannabinoids from plants. Plant cannabinoids. Each cannabis plant has all 400 plus chemical compounds and all 84 cannabinoids, but in different proportions. The two most common plant cannabinoids are THC and CBD. The cannabinoids work together to form a protective effect on the gut, brain, and nervous system. There are 4 members of the cannabis plant family: Cannabis sativa, indica, ruderalis, and hemp. These different types are often blended together to form hybrids, and hybrids are called strains. Strains have funny names like purple voodoo, lemon skunk, white widow, and cheese. In all cases, the cannabinoids present are more important than the strain names. Lab test results are important to determining which form of cannabis is right for you. THC, Tetrahydrocannabinol. THC starts out as non-psychoactive THCA in raw plants. When dried or heated, THC is the chemical that makes you feel giggly, euphoric, high, or stoned. It tends to be present in higher amounts in sativa plants than in indica plants, and there's almost none in cannabis hemp. CBD, cannabidiol. Up to 40% of cannabinoids in any medical marijuana plant are cannabidiol. It's non-psychoactive. It does not make you feel high or stoned. It's safe at any dose, but it can cause drowsiness. CBD regulates the effects of THC and tends to be present in higher amounts in indica plants than in sativa plants, and it's the main cannabinoid present in cannabis hemp. At first, CBD was thought to be an inactive compound because feeding it to animals did not produce the same effect as dried THC. THC and CBD work best together along with the many other compounds found in medicines made from whole plants. It's called the entourage effect. Your doctor, caregiver, or dispensary will advise you on the cannabinoids to try for your condition. So, enough science. Let's look at common forms of medical marijuana. The fastest way to get medical marijuana into your body is to inhale it, and that means smoking, vaporizing, or dabs. These all take effect quickly. You feel the effect of smoking marijuana in 1 to 5 minutes, but it also wears off quickly. The effects are out of your body in 1 to 3 hours. But at 500 degrees, lighting your marijuana with a flame destroys some of the medical compounds and carcinogens are released. Unlike tobacco, there are no reported cases of lung cancer caused by smoking cannabis, so the risks are not known. Vaporizing uses a low-temperature electronic cigarette. It has the same quick onset and short duration as smoking, but there's less waste, as none of the cannabinoids burn up. It uses either whole herbs or concentrated oils. Dabs are highly potent forms of concentrated cannabis, typically made from hash oil. Like most drugs, the effects of cannabis are stronger at the start and a tolerance develops over time. Dabs are for experienced users only. We do not recommend dabs for patients new to medical marijuana, as overdose feelings can result. The next most common route of administration is oral absorption. This includes tinctures, sprays, mints, and gums. It can also mean hard candies. In all of these cases, the cannabis is absorbed through the mouth membranes rather than being digested. Many tinctures are made with alcohol, which can be evaporated off if the alcohol burns the mouth. Tinctures have a fast onset. They take effect within 5 minutes and a very short duration. They usually last only 2 to 4 hours. Skin balms and salves, topicals, stay on the outer layer of the skin. They are not absorbed into the blood. They are non-psychoactive, there's no high, and they won't show up on any routine drug test. They work on the area applied as a local anti-inflammatory. When you think of icy hot, think of a cannabis salve as icy pot. They have a medium onset, they start working in about 30 minutes, and a medium duration. They last from 3 to 6 hours. Transdermal patches or gels are the next form of skin absorption. They contain an uptake agent that actually pulls the medicine into the bloodstream. They're available in both active and non-psychoactive forms. They have a fast onset, starting in between 10 and 15 minutes, and a long duration. They last from 6 to 12 hours. Gels are evenly dosed and can be applied in series. Raw cannabis juice is used as a nutritional supplement to promote healing. It's normally prepared from green leaves, not buds or flowers. It's non-psychoactive, there's no high, and it's a potent antioxidant. It's usually used to improve gut absorption and support the immune system. Edibles, GI absorption, pot brownies are very popular. They have a very long onset, and this is where you have to be careful. Because you have to digest the medicine before it starts working, sometimes it can take from 30 to 90 minutes before the effects are felt. It also has a very long duration, from 6 to 8 hours. You have to be careful with dosing because of the long onset. Taking 1 or 2 bites, waiting 15 minutes, thinking it didn't work, and then eating the whole thing are how many people get into trouble. Edibles can be more psychoactive than other forms of marijuana, but they're highly effective when properly used. So, how to figure out your dose? Well, write down what you try. The trial and error method is necessary when dosing with medical marijuana. Each form of marijuana may use a different dose than another form, and the doses are highly personal. What works for one person may not work for another, even with the same condition. Our starting doses are set low on purpose. Increase as directed to safely find your dose. Remember, marijuana is a drug and can interact with other drugs and alcohol. Keep track of any other medications and therapies you used in addition to cannabis. For men and women under 150 pounds, we recommend a starting dose of 2.5 to 5 milligrams, and that's for an edible, a capsule, or any other measured dose medicine. For 150 pounds plus, with low body fat, 5 to 10 milligrams, and over 200 pounds or high body fat, 5 to 15 milligrams. For everybody, increase only 2.5 milligrams per hour until the desired result is achieved. So what to do if you get too much? Signs of THC overdose can be mild: rapid heartbeat, dry mouth, red eyes, dizziness, and a form of lethargy known as couch lock. They can also be severe: acute paranoia, difficulty standing or walking, feeling like you're dying, and difficulty maintaining consciousness. Overdose help. Well, there is no known antidote for too much THC. We recommend you lay down in a safe place, ask a friend to stay with you if you need, try and breathe normally, and sleep it off. Remind yourself no one has ever died of a cannabis overdose. For most people, cannabis is symptom relief and not a cure. Therefore, it works best when combined with healthy behaviors. Go play outside. Get good nutrition. Get good sleep. And try to relieve stress every day. One last word from Jocelyn Elders, former U.S. Surgeon General. The evidence is overwhelming that marijuana can relieve certain types of pain, nausea, vomiting, and other symptoms caused by such illnesses as multiple sclerosis, cancer, and AIDS, or by the harsh drugs sometimes used to treat them. And it can do so with remarkable safety. Indeed, marijuana is less toxic than many of the drugs physicians prescribe every day. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something about using cannabis as medicine. Our staff is here to help you with questions.